Dear Taurus, you are standing on the precipice of a sacred disruption, a moment where the universe is conspiring not to challenge you, but to liberate you. Remember that you are the architect of your destiny. The messages we explore today are not rules set in stone, but whispers from the universe offered to illuminate the path you are already walking. Take what resonates deep within your spirit and gently release what does not. This is your journey, your truth. Before we delve deeper into the currents shaping your life, your heart, your work, your inner world, I invite you to join this collective journey of transformation. Take a moment to like this video, to subscribe and become part of our community, and to share this message if you feel it could be a beacon for someone else. And in the comments below, I want you to share one small thing you are ready to release. It could be a fear, a habit, or a memory. Let's create a space of shared courage right here, right now. By declaring it, you are planting the first seed of your liberation. Now, let us speak of the energies at play. There is a sense that things feel chaotic, perhaps even on the verge of disarray. You may look at your life and see loose ends, unanswered questions, and a future that feels more uncertain than ever before. But I want you to reframe this perception. What you are sensing is not chaos. It is the holy act of dismantling. The universe is lovingly clearing away what is no longer meant for you, creating space for a future that is brighter and more aligned with who you have become. This is a time that demands a profound level of trust. Trust not in what you can see, but in the process itself. Every situation you are navigating, every challenge that feels overwhelming, is being guided by a wisdom far greater than our own. Your spirit guides, your highest self, that quiet voice of intuition, they are closer than ever, working to unlock doors that have been sealed shut for years. Victory is on your horizon, Taurus, but it may not look the way you expect. It is a victory of the soul. And here lies a beautiful truth. What is truly meant for you can never be taken away. It will find you, always, when the time is right. Your only task now is to align your energy with your deepest desires. The universe is whispering to you, but you can only hear it when you silence the noise of fear and doubt. Focus your thoughts on what you are building, not on what is falling away. This is where your power lies. I feel a tremor in the realm of your heart, a significant shift in your emotional landscape. If you are in a relationship, you may have been waiting for a change, hoping for a deeper connection or a resolution to a persistent issue. Prepare yourself, for that change is here. It asks you to let go of the patterns that no longer serve the union and to open yourself to a new beginning, one built on a foundation of truth rather than comfortable habit. If you are single, the universe is not just encouraging you to meet new people, it is inviting you to fall in love with the infinite possibilities of your own life. It is about opening yourself to new experiences, new ways of thinking, new paths that will lead you to a connection that mirrors your own inner wholeness. The seeds of a profound romantic cycle are being planted now, watered by your own self-love and readiness. However, a note of caution emerges, a whisper of a minor betrayal or a quiet disappointment. This energy is not here to wound you, but to teach you. Often, the most painful betrayals are the ones we inflict upon ourselves. It is the self-betrayal of sharing your sacred dreams with those who cannot honor them, or the self-betrayal of silencing your intuition in situations that feel unsafe. Where have you been giving your power away, dear Taurus? Where have you been lying to yourself to maintain a false peace? This is where your true magic awakens. You must remember that you are the magician of your own existence. holding the power to create the reality you desire. Do not allow the negativity of a past hurt or a current disappointment to dim your light. Instead, see it for what it is: energetic feedback. It is showing you where your boundaries need to be stronger, where your focus needs to be clearer. Use this awareness as fuel. Take the reins of your life with both hands and declare with unwavering certainty the future you are now choosing to build. The universe is standing with you, ready to amplify your every intentional act. And now, let us speak of the great upheaval, the monumental shift that is at the core of your current experience. There is an energy here of significant, inevitable change, a tower moment. For so long, Taurus, you have built fortresses around your heart to protect yourself. These walls were constructed from past hurts, from a deep-seated fear of instability, from the belief that to be safe, you must remain unchanged. You have become a master of control, a pillar of stability for everyone around you, but at what cost to your own spirit? That fortress, which once felt like a sanctuary, has become a beautiful prison. And now, the universe is sending a tremor to shake its very foundations. You may feel restless, anxious, as if everything you've known is about to crumble. Let it. This is not destruction. It is demolition for the sake of a new creation. You are being asked to let go of the illusions you've clung to, the emotional burdens you've carried for others, the version of yourself that you have outgrown. This is a divine clearing of your path, a drastic but profoundly beneficial disruption designed to realign your life with your soul's true purpose. Do not fear the falling tower. Celebrate the open sky that is revealed in its place. From the rubble of that tower, a new energy begins to turn. It is the Wheel of Fortune, symbolizing a twist of fate, a moment of divine intervention that will profoundly alter the course of your life, especially your heart. For many of you, this signifies the return of a significant connection. Someone special is about to re-enter your life, or an existing connection is about to deepen in a way you never thought possible. The obstacles, the distance, the misunderstandings of the past are being swept away by a current of destiny. This is a fated encounter, driven by unseen forces that are guiding you both toward unity, healing, and mutual growth. It is a reminder that when you release control, the universe can deliver miracles. And who is this energy arriving on the winds of change? It is the King of Cups, the embodiment of emotional mastery and authentic connection. This represents the arrival of a person who is not afraid of depth, who leads with empathy, and who is ready to offer the kind of genuine commitment your soul has been yearning for. But here is the deeper truth, Taurus. This person's arrival is a direct reflection of the emotional maturity you have cultivated within yourself. You are attracting a love that mirrors your own capacity to feel deeply, to heal your own wounds, and to love with an open, courageous heart. This union, whether new or rekindled, offers not just romance, but profound emotional fulfillment and the stability that comes from two whole hearts meeting as equals. This entire journey, the dismantling, the turn of fate, the arrival of love, is leading you to a state of wholeness. It is about integrating all the parts of yourself, the light and the shadow, the strength and the vulnerability. You are completing a major life cycle, one that was filled with challenges and transformative lessons. And now, you stand at the threshold of a new chapter, one that promises abundance, joy, and a sense of profound peace. Celebrate how far you have come, Taurus. Celebrate the courage it took to let the walls crumble. This profound emotional shift will naturally manifest in all areas of your life. Let's look at your well-being. The universe urges you to be mindful of the burdens you carry, not just emotionally, but physically. You are being cautioned against overexertion, against trying to carry it all alone. But this is a metaphor as much as it is practical advice. What is the emotional weight you have been lifting that has caused such strain on your body? The tension in your shoulders, the ache in your lower back, these are often the physical manifestations of unprocessed fear and relentless responsibility. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness. It is an act of wisdom. It is recognizing that you deserve to be supported. Pay attention to the subtle signals your body sends you. A recurring headache, a feeling of fatigue. These are not random ailments. They are your body's way of communicating that something is out of balance. Do not silence these messages. Listen with compassion and care for yourself as you would for a cherished loved one. In your work and career, this energy of transformation is breaking down old paradigms. You may have been feeling a sense of indecision, caught between the safe path and the one that truly calls to your soul. That indecision is the final echo of your fear of change. But as you allow the old structures to fall away, an incredible intellectual and creative clarity will emerge. You are about to be flooded with ingenious ideas, with solutions to problems that once seemed insurmountable. Work meetings, presentations, interviews, all forms of communication are blessed right now. Your voice will carry a newfound weight and authenticity because you will be speaking from your truth, not from a place of obligation. For those of you seeking new work, your ability to articulate your vision and your value will be magnetic. This is the time to be bold, to present your ideas with the quiet confidence that comes from deep self-knowledge. Trust the insights that are bubbling up from within. They are the roadmap to a career that not only sustains you financially, but also nourishes your spirit. This brings us to your financial world. A favorable light shines upon your resources, not as a random stroke of luck, but as a direct result of your inner alignment. Expect beneficial alliances to form, partnerships that are built on mutual respect and shared values. This is the energy of a harmonious collaboration, leading to shared prosperity. You are moving away from a mindset of scarcity and survival into one of creative abundance. Stay open to unexpected opportunities as they are guided by that same wheel of fortune that is turning in your favor. It might be a sudden windfall, an insightful conversation, or a gut feeling about an investment. Trust your intuition implicitly in these matters. While you are naturally prudent, do not let caution prevent you from seizing a divinely timed opportunity. Reevaluate your finances not from a place of fear, but from a place of empowerment. Organize your resources so they can effectively support the new life you are building. And above all, practice gratitude. Acknowledge the abundance you already possess, for a grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. Let's return to the heart of the matter, your relationships. For those in long-term partnerships, a feeling of indifference or stagnation may have crept in. This is not a condemnation. It is an invitation. The routine, the predictability, the roles you have each played, these are the very walls that are now ready to crumble. The universe is calling you to innovate, to breathe new life into your connection. It is time to remember your beginnings. Who were you when you first met? What dreams did you share? Reconnecting with that original spark can be a powerful catalyst for transformation. It is about surprising one another again, choosing adventure over comfort, and having the courage to evolve together. There is still so much love there, but it is asking for a new expression, a new dance. For those of you single or just beginning to connect with someone, this is a magical time. Your social magnetism is amplified because your authentic light is shining so brightly. It is time to step out of your comfort zone, not with the goal of finding someone, but with the intention of sharing your joy and connecting with wonderful souls. Every conversation, every new friendship is an opportunity to learn more about yourself and the world. If you are already feeling a spark with someone, do not hesitate. Your vulnerability is your strength right now. Lead with an open heart, for it will be met with a beautiful reflection. Your family connections are also highlighted as a source of immense healing and support. As you navigate these powerful changes, surround yourself with the loved ones who offer unconditional warmth and stability. Sharing your experiences, your fears, and your triumphs with family can strengthen your bonds and provide a comforting anchor in the midst of transformation. This is a potent time for resolving old disagreements. An open and honest conversation, approached with compassion, can heal wounds that have lingered for years. Offer your wisdom to younger family members and be open to receiving it from your elders. Your family is a sacred container for your growth, a place where you can be vulnerable and still be held. Ultimately, all of these external shifts are born from a powerful inner alignment. A feeling of fulfillment is beginning to permeate your being, a quiet joy that is not dependent on outside circumstances. This is the energy of hope, of knowing that you are capable of facing whatever comes your way. It is a vibration so powerful that it radiates outward, touching everyone you meet. Use this time to invest in yourself. Pamper your body, engage in your hobbies, lose yourself in something that brings you pure, simple joy. This is not selfish. It is essential. It is how you keep your own well filled. And in this space of self-love, consider the act of forgiveness. Forgiveness is not about condoning a past hurt. It is about releasing the energetic chain that binds you to it. There may be old grudges you are holding, resentments that are weighing down your spirit. By forgiving, you reclaim your power and reconnect with the true, loving essence of your being. Be patient with those around you and be even more patient with yourself. True friends are the family we choose, and they are the ones who will stand with you as you blossom, cheering for your growth. Dear Taurus, we have journeyed through the breakdown and the breakthrough. We have talked about the end of a cycle and the dawn of a new reality. But the most significant moment of all is right now. It is what remains when the dust settles, when the noise fades, when there is nothing left to cling to. It is the raw, undeniable truth of who you are. For your entire life, you may have believed your worth was tied to your stability, your productivity, your ability to endure. But after everything you have faced, you are finally understanding the most profound secret of all. You are enough. Not because of what you do or what you have, but simply because you exist. You are worthy because you breathe, because you feel, because you are alive. This is the ultimate freedom. Something has irrevocably shifted within you. It is an inner revolution that is changing everything. You are choosing yourself, not out of selfishness, but as a sacred act of healing. And as you make this choice, you will watch as your entire world reorganizes itself around your new frequency. People will enter your life who resonate with your authenticity. Opportunities will flow with an ease you have never known. You are no longer creating from a place of fear. You are creating from a place of love. Take a moment to embrace the version of you that endured so much, the child who had to be strong, the young adult who carried burdens that were not theirs. Thank that version of you for their resilience, and then lovingly let them know that you are here now to protect them. You do not need to repeat the old stories. Everything you have experienced, even the deepest pain, has served to forge the diamond of your soul. But you no longer need the pressure. You can now choose the light. You are learning to say no without guilt, and yes, without fear. You are learning to walk away from anything that does not honor the beautiful, authentic being you have become. You will look in the mirror and see not your flaws or your scars, but the incredible warrior who broke and rose again, who dared to feel when it would have been easier to go numb. And now, the only question that matters is the one your soul is whispering to you in the quiet moments. What do I truly desire now? Not what you should want, not what is practical, but what your heart truly yearns for. You have become real, Taurus. And from this place of raw authenticity, everything in your life will finally, beautifully, begin to flourish. Are you ready to blossom without fear? Thank you for sharing this space with me. I hope this journey has brought you clarity and comfort. A big kiss to everyone.